And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel guys, hope you're all well. Before we do get into today's video, as always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. Guys, in today's video, as always, here to bring you up to date with all of the latest Liverpool news from the last 24 hours. That includes what transfer guru Fabrizio Romano has said with regards to two huge bits of transfer news. And a quick disclaimer, because you guys like me to tell you at the start, it's not about outgoings, it's all about potential incoming. So we'll discuss that a bit later on, but I just want to discuss the news that has circulated over social media today with regards to Bordeaux again. Yes, after both parties confirmed talks for FMW Sports Group to purchase French club Bordeaux had ended, reports in France now claim negotiations have resumed, with FSG exploring their options as they seek to add at least one more football club to their stable. Bordeaux emerged as a potential candidate, but after entering talks to purchase the struggling French side, the Boston-based group later confirmed that they would no longer be pursuing a deal. A statement on July 16 basically read, following extensive and constructive discussions with all stakeholders, FSG has made the decision not to pursue the acquisition of Bordeaux. Concerns over ongoing financial commitments, including with their stadium, were cited by Bordeaux themselves, with the club facing risk of demotion to the third tier due to long-standing debts. And on Monday, French newspaper claimed that FSG had reopened negotiations with a deadline looming on Tuesday morning. Basically stated that we were going to be going into it. However, we are here to basically state that FSG sources have dismissed suggestions that they have resumed talks to acquire Bordeaux. They insist no change since last week, statement confirming a deal wouldn't be progressing. And now it remains to be seen whether this is a negotiation tactic, particularly given the suggestion that they would hold the power over Bordeaux's current owner. But either way, there will be no long wait to discover whether or not FSG will be purchasing the club, as Bordeaux will need to be bailed out by any prospective buyer by Tuesday morning. That is when the appeal hearing over the demotion to the third tier takes place, with evidence of funds required to avoid those sanctions. So again, a bit of a disarming story, I suppose. A lot of fake news going around today, but from our sources and of course from FSG sources, we do believe that that is not true. However, we will soon find out for confirmation tomorrow, as that hearing is tomorrow with regards to FSG. Now, moving on to our first bit with regards to Fabrizio Romano. Now, Fabrizio Romano, a reputable journalist within the space, basically provided us an update with regards to one of our signings that, of course, we done-dealed recently. That being, of course, Rio Ngumoha. Again, sorry for any pronunciation on that. Basically, there has been, asking why we haven't announced the player just yet and all that kind of stuff. And basically, Fabrizio Romano provided a huge update with regards to his situation and stated that the deal is done, of course, but his registration is currently going through Premier League 5-step investigation process, which could take up to 4 weeks, and then it will be official by the football club. The announcement will be sort of made. However, as you can see, there's a lot of hype with regards to this one. Apparently, we're being dubbed as a huge coup there. But a lot of fans have been, wondering what's going on since we done deal with it recently. And of course, Fabrizio Romano, other publicists had done deal with it, but were wondering why nothing had happened. But rest assured, don't worry, it's still ahead. But his investigation is currently going through the Premier League step investigation process, which could take up to 4 weeks, and then it'll be official. That's according to Fabrizio Romano. Now, transfers. Now, I don't like to be the bearer of bad news, but I do listen to reputable sources when bringing out content, unlike some other YouTube channels that, link us to a player every single day and just spread fake news. And it's quite annoying to try and, disclaim it and say that it's not true. But again, these sort of sources were stating that we are making a move, or an imminent move, for Japanese player Kubo. However, we're here to say that it is not true. Yes, Fabrizio Romano also stated it's not true, stating he said, I'm not aware of anything really concrete happening around take Kubo and Liverpool. I saw these reports, but it's not something that I am told is close or imminent at this stage. Following this, Lewis Steele stated that reports in Japan that Kubo is close to joining Liverpool are extremely premature. Arne Slot wants to fully assess his squad during the upcoming pre-season tour of the United States and be patient approach to the transfers will be applied. So despite what channels are saying, guys, as I stated, every single day, 3-4 videos a day, it's a new player being linked. It's not true. Don't listen to it. Cut it out. It's not happening. Next 2 weeks is going to be very, very quiet. There's going to be no transfer movement on that front. And again, if you listen to what Richard Hughes said in the press conference, it's going to be in August when we start talking about potential incomings that we're going to be having at the club. Look, most of our deals could be sanctioning loan exits for the cross of July, players going out on loan, and then players also that aren't going to, or surplus to requirements at Liverpool, that are going to be agreeing deals to go out to the door. Again, I don't expect anything to happen with regards to the incoming front until August, which again, if you listen to the Richard Hughes press conference, you'll see it there. And again, despite the fake news being spreaded around, listen to the correct sources. Here on this channel, we only bring you correct sources, good sources, Paul Joyce's, David Ornstein's, Fabrizio Romano's, inside Liverpool sources. We don't, go on what the Sun have said or anything like that. It's just simply reputable journalists, and that Kubo story, unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, is not true, and we are not close to signing the player, again, despite channels stating that we are. So most of our business, I think, over the next 2 weeks will be, again, outgoings, nothing much on the incoming front as of yet, but again, I do think this is the way we have to be, at a patient approach with regards to our transfers, because Arne Slot wants to see what he's got at his disposal and then make decisions from there. We will sign players. I do think we will sign players. However, we are just waiting to see who we want to sign, what positions we want to bolster, because there's no point going out there and doing it blindly. I think Slot wants to have a big say in everything, so we'll find out very, very soon, of course, with regards to the situation. But Fabrizio Romano has provided 2 huge bits of transfer news. That, of course, that Rio Ngumoha, of course, is still done dealed, and we're just waiting for sort of clearance with regards to his situation, which could take up to 4 weeks until he's officially unveiled, but it's still a done deal. And then, of course, Kubo there's no imminent talks of Kubo coming to Liverpool, despite reports stating otherwise, and in Japan otherwise. And, of course, Ian Doyle has stated that no major incomings are mooted to be over the next fortnight. So it's going to be a quiet one. We sit, we wait, but be rest assured, if there's anything coming our way in terms of incomings, you'll be the first to know. So do hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and I'll see you all next time. Until then, guys, why don't you check out our new summer collection? Link is down in the description, or go down into the link, or go to combatclothing.com. Thank you, guys, and I'll see you next time. Take care.